Hello, Hardiman from hardimanperformance.com. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about a technique that we use with our patients to help them to deal with pain related to the sciatic nerve. So that's that pain that people get raging down the back of the leg, pain into their lower back, pins and needles numbness, symptoms like that that are associated with the sciatic nerve or the roots from the spine which feed the sciatic nerve. And if you can imagine, you have this one long extension of nerves coming from your brain, going all the way down your body through your spinal cord and coming off at different segments along the way, and then lower down they pop out even at the bottom of your spine, and then go down and feed your legs and the muscle of your legs and your feet. So that's one long extension of nerves, and sometimes those nerves can become irritated along the root and they can become tethered to the tissues around them, so they can stick to tissues around them, making it, when you stretch that nerve, it can cause you pain. And this is the case very much in the incidence of sciatica. So when you stretch the nerve, you get pain down your leg. So I'm going to show you a technique that's going to help you to get that nerve moving in order to relieve some of the pain. A simple way to explain it is when you're stretching the nerve from the bottom, you want to let off the slack from the top. So remember, one long extension of nerves. So when I stretch it from here, I want to let off the slack here. So how that would look in practice is I straighten my knee, and at the same time I would let my head drop back. I'd hold that for a second and then drop back again to let my head drop forward. Before you do this, you want to test exactly where in your position that the nerve is causing you problems. And you don't want to take it any further than that. You want to work in that range that's giving you little to no pain. There's no point stretching it as hard as you can and causing a flare-up of symptoms. You want to really floss that nerve through them areas in order to relieve the pain and get that nerve moving. Doing it from the seated position is a more challenging position, and I would say for someone who's got really bad sciatic type pain or they've just had a flare-up of symptoms, the best position to do it from would be from the sideline position, so lying down on your back. Get a pillow, lie on your back, and simply from there bring your knees up towards your chest so they're about 90 degrees in relation to your torso. From there you want to then test how far you can go. Remember, you don't want to push it too far, you don't want to stretch it all the way out and cause symptoms into your leg. You want to check how far you can go, and this is how far you can go. Okay, that's the range here that I want you to work through. So remember, as you bring your leg out, you're dropping your head back, so you're sliding it along the pillow, i.e. you're taking the slack off at this end and pulling the nerve from this end. Hold it for a second at that end range, and then you bring it back and you tuck your head forward. Do it again, hold it for a second, and just work through those repetitions, holding it for a second at each range. And what you'll notice, the more times that you do this exercise, the further you'll be able to get when you're stretching that nerve. Aim for around 10 to 30 repetitions. I know it's quite a broad range, but aim for around 10 to 30 repetitions when you're doing it. And do it once you've done it on the affected leg or the painful leg, swap to the other side and do it on that side as well, because that's going to have benefits on how the nerves relate to each other on either side. So that's my tip for today. It's a sciatic nerve flossing exercise, very, very useful for people with sciatic nerve pain, and I'm sure many of you will find it useful. We'll catch you next time at hardimanperformance.com.